Not. Yep, that's me, dying to 95% on a very special level called Bloodbath. The most legendary extreme demon of all time, verified in the summer of 2015.
Oh my god!
I would start playing Geometry Dash later that year, and right away, I had determination. Sure, my hardest level at the time was Clutterfunk, but that did not stop me. I knew that anyone with enough drive, enough motivation, enough 144Hz monitors could accomplish anything they set their mind to. And thus began my journey to beat Bloodbath, the #1 hardest extreme demon in the game. 12-year-old me even documented my progress, starting off with a grand run of 2%. My first record was 2%, but then my next record was also 2%. But I mean, it's more like 2.5%, you know? But then, a miracle happened. I doubled my previous record, a groundbreaking 4% run. Obviously, I didn't really have the skill to beat the #1 extreme demon at the time, but now, 8 years later, I am determined to make my childhood dreams come true. I am going to conquer Bloodbath once and for all, and hopefully get a run better than 4%. The most effective strategy I've learned to beat extreme demons is what I like to call the beat 'em backwards strategy. If you play from zero and keep dying over and over, naturally you're gonna get pretty angry pretty quickly. But with the power of start positions, you can start off by practicing the end of the level and working your way backwards. So by the time you are ready to play from zero, you've hopefully already become good at the rest of the level, so you have a much better chance of getting new records. I quickly learned how to do the last 10%, and then it wasn't long before I got an 80 to 100% run as well. 80 to 100 for the third time. Easy, bro. Then we arrive at 70%. Etzer's part. Not only is this the ugliest part of Bloodbath, it's also one of the hardest. This ended up being quite the roadblock for me, but even despite that, I made pretty quick work of it and got a 70 to 100% run. So my next goal was 54 to 100%, which went back to the beginning of this UFO part. This UFO is probably the easiest part of Bloodbath, so after about a week, I already secured a run with the last half of the level. Yes! Oh my god, 54 to 100. Are you kidding me? I only started playing this a few days ago. I was making quick work of Bloodbath, and at this rate, I could beat it in like 2 weeks if I really hustled. But nobody told me about the first half of the level. While the second half of Bloodbath does have some really hard bits, it's overall much easier than the first half of Bloodbath. Here in the first part of Bloodbath, we have the hardest ship gameplay ever made in 2015. It's hard to even practice it because there's no real pattern to it. You really just have to be a master of straight fly. And also, this specific club step monster at 44% is the bane of my existence. Oh my god, I hate that club step monster with all of my heart. It's actually the worst part in Bloodbath. It's the hardest choke point. It's harder than Michigan's part. It's harder than Etzer's part. I've died countless times to that stupid, that unintelligent, not very nice club step monster. That's what I'll say, alright, folks? It just gets on my nerves a little bit, you know? But before you can even get there, there's one more massive hurdle. Michigan left behind a rich legacy in Geometry Dash, being most well known as the Triple Spike God and #1 star grinder at the time. And boy, did he turn up the heat for his part in Bloodbath. It's filled with nerve-wracking triple spikes, super tight straight fly, probably the most awkward UFO gameplay of all time, followed by even more awkward wave gameplay, and let's not forget these evil ball clicks. For many people, this is the part that makes them quit. And if you don't quit, you go crazy. In the beginning of this stream, I was just happy and ready to play Bloodbath. But for some reason today, I just could not get past Michigan's part no matter how much I practiced. I think this guy's comment really put it the best. Because this is how I was by the end of that stream. I love dying there! I love it! I love Michigan's part in Bloodbath. It makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. The first one now! The first jump and the second one! Can I die to the third one now? Let's see! That would be hilarious if I could die to the third click and the Michigan ball part. That would make my day. Triple spike now! New world order is upon us. Run while you still can! I think it's safe to say I was just a little bit frustrated. Moving forward with the beat 'em backwards strategy, I was able to get an amazing 33 to 100% run. Holy crap! Holy crap, 33 to 100%. Dude, that's huge! That's actually huge! Which is good, but remember, this started after Michigan's part, which I severely underestimated. But despite not being confident with Michigan's part, I decided to start playing from zero anyways. I was getting new records left and right, because my previous best was only 4% as we know, but it all crumbled down every time I got to Michigan's part. It felt like no matter how much I practiced it, I just couldn't get good at it. And in the midst of it all, the worst thing possible happened. I got a fluke run. See, normally flukes are good. It means you got through a significant portion of the level that you barely even practiced. But with extreme demons, these flukes aren't always a good thing. For example, when I was verifying stereo extremeness, I randomly got a new best of 92%, when my previous record was only 42%. It then took me several weeks to ever get that far again, and throughout that entire time period, I just felt like I was making no progress at all and I just wanted to give up. Well, this happened with Bloodbath too, where I randomly got a new best of 52%, despite not having practiced the first half of the level all that much. I was really happy to get this run at the time, but it took me 10 days to ever get that far again. So during this entire time period, I just felt like I wasn't making any progress. But once again, I was determined. I was not giving up this easily. I locked in and practiced Michigan's part for hours on end, and persisted through the eye pain and finger pain. Finally, after nearly 2 weeks of no progress, I got a new best of 61%. I knew it was gonna be 61%, but that's a new best! Thank you! Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. What a relief. Now that I was finally consistent at the first half of the level, it was time to make some big boy moves! Just 2 days later, I got another new best. I also decided to try out a new strategy where I dedicated my attempts to different celebrities in hopes that those celebrities would somehow give me good luck on that attempt. And boy, let me tell you, did it work. This attempt is for Donald Trump. No. This attempt is for Zoink. No. This attempt is for Kate Winslet. Yo, Kate Winslet is what's up! What? Kate Winslet! From Titanic! What? Yo, shout out Kate Winslet. Why did that work? Apparently she blessed me with good luck on Bloodbath, so shout out Kate Winslet. Unfortunately, her luck wouldn't last for too long, because once again, I hit a roadblock. While Etzer's part certainly isn't the hardest section of the level, it just feels so much harder because of how far into the level it is. But after that, the difficulty cools down again, so I thought that if I could even get past this part just one time, that's a small chance that I could actually beat the level, or at least get a new best. And get a new best I did. %! Oh my god! Oh, I had a feeling I was gonna die to that straight fly. Oh my god. 95%! Oh my god! My heart is beating like crazy. 95%. One of the worst fails you could get on this level. But honestly, I wasn't even upset. I was just amazed that I was even able to get that far on Bloodbath. As a kid, I'd watch videos of people playing Bloodbath, and then try to go practice Bloodbath on my own and horribly fail. I just couldn't even comprehend how a level like that could be possible. But now, 8 years later, I just did that. I'm literally 5% away from completing a level I once thought was impossible. All I had to do was lock in. After streaming for about an hour one day, I got a pretty good run of 52%. No! Then, literally the next attempt, I got 43%. Oh my god! And the next attempt, 71%. I have never been this consistent with a level before. Usually I die before 10% like 30 times in a row, then somewhere between there I get one like weirdly good attempt. But not today. Today, I had a feeling that I had never felt before. I felt like that I had truly mastered this beast of a level. And at this point, I knew what was next. I'm so serious though, that was like the most consistent 3 attempts I've ever had in my life. What the heck? I got 51, 50, and 71, literally back to back to back. Let's just keep that up, man. If we keep that up, we'll be good. The consistency is crazy. The consistency is crazy. That was the most consistent I've ever been. If I didn't beat it, I would have been surprised. Holy guacamole, mac and cheese, and ravioli. I just beat Bloodbath. I just beat Bloodbath after 8 years. I started this when I was literally in 5th grade or 6th grade or something. And now, 8 years later, I just beat Bloodbath. This was the top 1 extreme demon when I started playing the game. And now I just beat it. I just beat Bloodbath. I just beat Bloodbath. Are you kidding me? I just beat Bloodbath. I just beat Bloodbath. Did you beat Bloodbath? No, but I beat Bloodbath. Did you beat Bloodbath? Oh, you got 2%. Oh, how sweet. Well, I freaking beat Bloodbath, you stupid.